My name's Dustin Bird. I was born in Louisiana 40 years ago. I'm 40 now, and it's been quite a journey. Normal high school, experience, joined the Marine Corps, got out of boot camp right as 9/11 happened. I graduated 10 days before 9/11. I was actually on a flight headed to Marine combat training in San Diego during 9/11, so that flight got canceled. Would serve 4 years, a total of 5 years. I got called back for a fifth year, did 2 deployments in Iraq. And upon my first return from Iraq in 2005, that's when life kind of took a sharp turn for me. There were a lot of signs that something wasn't right and wasn't in the right place to recognize it. I got married very early on. I was definitely looking for love in the wrong places. After my 2005 deployment, I was experiencing just a lot of emotional trouble. I had anger issues, and anger issues just brought me to my 4th marriage. I've been married to 3 women 4 times. Me and the current wife divorced and got remarried and trying to give it another chance. We are giving another chance, and with Jesus on our side, it's looking brighter every day. But what led me to Jesus was just trying to battle everything on my own. I reached out to the VA in 2016 to seek counseling. I was just the anger issues. Then after the anger issues started directly after Iraq. Later on, it would become substance abuse issues, alcohol, marijuana. I lost a job because of drug issues, and that just really brought me deeper into the valley. Started therapy to try to get out. I was trying to do it on my own accord and by my own will and strength, and made very little progress. I could see some change where I was going through cognitive behavioral therapy, and I was able to put into work what I was learning from the therapist. But 4 or 5 years of therapy, and it still wasn't enough, and that's when me and the wife divorced. I just wanted her to be done with me. She believed in me, but she had just been through so much. I was like, just be rid of me. And granted her a divorce. And it was during our divorce where I really went deeper into that hole. I was drinking every day. My daughter was living with me. It was torturous for her to watch me just slip away from life and just give up almost. And she invited me to church, and I went, and the pastor called us to the front, and I just cried in my daughter's arms. And that's really what started my renewal of faith. And I began attending church, but still slipping back into my old ways and trying to do things on my own terms. It was only through that faith that me and the wife reached back out to each other and said, hey, let's give this another try. And we started trying, and I thought that the new marriage was going to be to fix my life. And of course, that's not it. So the same old problems started coming up. I started drinking again. The anger wasn't as bad, but it was still there. The wife was unhappy. And the drinking got so bad that, I've made numerous promises to just stop with all the negativity in my life, the anger, the drinking, the passive aggressiveness, the aggressiveness. That's why I granted her the divorce. I just wanted her to be away from it. She deserved better. But in our second marriage, when all those things started coming back up, one day she went to work, I was unemployed. I had the bright idea of getting drunk before she came home from work. I was like, I'll have enough time to sober up so she'll never know. And lo and behold, I just passed out, ended up urinating myself on the couch. And my wife had to work a 12-hour shift and just come home to that ugliness. And the beautiful woman that she is, she nursed me to the bed, gave me my medication, and put me to sleep. I woke up the next morning, and again, I was just wanted the wife just to be done with me, and I was, at the end, I just wanted her to be happy, and I'll go and fight my battles on my own. So she went off to work that Tuesday. It was May 16th, and I just sent her a text like, I just want you to know where I'm at. I'm going to the beach just to clear my head and do some thinking. So as I'm driving to the beach, for whatever reason, I just started praying to Jesus for the first time in my life. I was raised Baptist and always believed in a God. It was kind of my experiences in Iraq where I began to highly distrust men And the fact that Jesus was a man made me start to distrust him. So I had this concept of a God, but I wasn't quite too sure of this Jesus character. But for whatever reason, I just started praying to Jesus, and I kept repeating the phrase all the way to the beach, just, Jesus, I need a miracle. And at the same time, I was truly surrendering. I was like, I can't do this alone. It's not gonna happen on my own power. Whatever you want from me, God, like, just let it be. Your will be done. And I drove to the beach. I kept driving and looking for a place to park and walk out to the beach. That's my place of peace. Anytime I'm deep in trouble, I'll drive to the beach just to stare out at the water and kind of contemplate life. But this one time, on this Tuesday, I drove there and parked, got out the car, was walking to the beach. There was, a line of bushes with a stairway leading to the entrance to the beach. And I look up on the handle on the stairs, and there's a box. And on the box it says free Bibles. And I saw the box, and I just couldn't believe it. I looked in the box, and it was amazing because there was Bibles that were apparently already taken, which is amazing to see. But I grabbed it. I grabbed this Bible right here, May 16th of this year. And I didn't even see the beach. Just a voice in my mind said, go home, save your marriage, and get your life right. And that's what I did. I grabbed the Bible. I didn't even walk to the beach. I didn't even see it because the bushes were so thick. I just got in the car, I came home. And I still didn't know what the wife wanted. So I said, I'm just gonna surrender to God. So I just started reading the Bible and doing everything that I knew at the time to do. Go to church, read your Bible, pray. And I did that day after day, day after day. And it went from, I was moving out, we were getting divorced, and then the wife said, maybe you just move out and we'll still see each other. And then I kept praying, and I just kept surrendering to God. And then she said, I don't want you to move out. And I said, me either. And I just kept surrendering and turning my life over to God. And just around that time, my church, East Coast Believers, started their small group session for the summer. I signed up for 4 men's groups, 1 Bible study. I was just drinking abundantly, the right substance, and that was Jesus. And one of those groups was Forge Ministries. Jason White invited us out to Forge Ministries. And there were so many blessings after I surrendered to Jesus during that time. I started going to meetings and seeing all the things about God to help with all my substance abuse issues, just helped so much. And then coming to Forge Ministries and just seeing a room packed full of men passionate about God for the first time in my life was amazing. My childhood in Louisiana was led by women because most of the men work in the oil field, so they're offshore all the time. So it's the moms that drag everybody to church. But to come to Forge and see all these men passionate about Christ really changed my perspective on, it's okay to be passionate about Christ and to be very public about it. But there were just so many blessings after I surrendered at that beach and found this Bible that somebody, a servant of God, put there for me and completely changed my life around. I was completely reborn. I'm a new creature. I have no desire for alcohol, no desire for marijuana. He completely took it away from me. I have urges when I go outside for a long time and I'm hot. I'm like, ooh, a beer would taste nice. But I have no dependency on it. I choose not to drink, and it has no power over me anymore. I joke about it because he took away, he said I don't have to carry those crosses. He also said you don't need fast food, which was something I struggled with as well. I try to stay fit, but I would be so bad as to scrounge for coins just to get a cheeseburger from a fast food joint. And it was the same as alcohol, because as I was driving to the store for alcohol, I would say, you don't want this. Why are you doing this to yourself? And it was the same with fast food. And because I surrendered to Jesus, he said, you don't have to carry that cross anymore. I got you. You're good now. Just follow me. And I've been following him. I've been going to these small groups. And it's just made an amazing, profound effect on my life. My marriage is stronger than it's ever been. My life, I have so much hope in my life right now that I can't even describe it. And my mission forward from here is just to spread his word. Because like the person that left the Bible at the beach, like they didn't even talk to me. All they did was drive their car to the beach, put a box of Bibles on a bench, and look what it did to me. I mean, it completely changed my life. Yeah, and if you're out there and you're struggling too, just dive into the Word. I mean, Jesus was so literal with me because I was praying for a miracle. Jesus, I need a miracle, and I get to the beach and it's literally a Bible. Turn to the Bible, put yourself around people that believe in the Bible and that are gonna teach you the Bible. You're gonna learn that at church, you're gonna learn that in small groups, or wise people put wiser people around them. That's what you gotta do. You gotta dive in, you can't be 1 foot, one out. That's what I did most of my life. I would turn to God in times of desperation, but as soon as the clouds would disperse, I would turn right back to my own will, and soon thereafter sin would take over. You really have to immerse yourself and completely surrender. And the best way to do that is put yourself around people that are on the same path.